This week, right here on Charger Bulletin News, University of New Haven's campus shuttles see changes. New Haven issues nearly 1,000 warnings over 2 weeks for illegal school bus passings. And students protest ICE with a march across campus. Charger Bulletin News starts right now. Hello everyone and welcome to this week's episode of Charger Bulletin News. I'm Sweden Patterson.
And I'm Danielle Jastrab. Let's get right into this week's stories.
If you're someone who loves a good Sunday morning Target run or a quick Friday night food trip down Boston Post Road, you might want to listen up. There's some changes coming to the University of New Haven shuttle schedule. Recent ridership trends find that Friday and Sunday just aren't popular. Saturdays are the busiest when it comes to those making their journeys, and this has inspired a change. Starting February 21st, the Post Road shuttle will run on only Saturdays. But this isn't the only change. We now have one shuttle which will run from 2:30 to 9:30 p.m. That's not all. We gain a popular new destination like West Farms Mall, Sono Collection, Woodbury Commons, West Haven Beach, and other student-suggested places. The Post Road Shuttle is sponsored in partnership with Undergraduate Student Government Association, the Center of Student Engagement, Leadership, and Orientation, and the Office of Residential Life. So, how will the shuttle trips to the malls work? Students will need to sign up in advance for a shuttle trip free of charge. More details about signups and scheduling are expected in the coming weeks. So keep an eye on your email and campus announcements instead of just a quick errand run. This can turn into a full day outing with friends.
A new school bus program created to ensure safety in New Haven is raising awareness and eyebrows. The city has soft launched a camera system on school buses designed to protect its students. The cameras are automatically activated once a bus engages its red flashing lights, stop signs, and has to come to a stop, and will record drivers and license plates to document the violation. In the program's first 2 weeks, almost 1,000 drivers have been spotted illegally passing stop school buses. Those drivers have been issued violation without a fine warning through the mail. Not all buses have been equipped with the cameras, as only 40% of the 350 buses contain them. The City of New Haven has until March 1st to fully complete the installations, although drivers are only receiving warnings. The grace period will also end on March 1st. That means drivers caught on camera will no longer be given warnings, but issued a $250 ticket for the violation. The city projects that money coming in from the tickets will, over time, cover the cost of the camera systems. New Haven Mayor Justin Elicker expressed his want for student safety.
We have 17,000 students, over 17,000 students each day that are transported by 330 buses that are part of the New Haven public school system. And we want to make sure all of our kids have a safe experience.
New Haven is joined by other cities in Connecticut to implement this program, such as Danbury, Shelton, and Bridgeport. Now I'll hand it over to you, Kristen, to bring us this week's student life stories.
Hey everyone, welcome to Student Life. I'm Kristen Smith, and let's get right into this week's stories. We kick off this week's Student Life with a brand new edition. Chatting with Chargers producer Thomas Maynard will be bringing weekly student highlights. This week, he interviewed station manager for WNHU, Ashton Gleed. Take it away, Thomas.
Hi, my name is Ashton. I am a junior graphic design student here at the University of New Haven, and I also happen to be the current station manager of 88.7 WNHU.
What inspired you to get involved with the radio station, and how did you become a station manager?
Well, my involvement with the radio station, it all started, and this is the story, right? It all started my first week on campus. I was, I tell everyone this. I came here and I was feeling really directionless and unsure, if college was right for me or if this was a place I'd ever really fit in. And, I think I found myself in the position a lot of college students find themselves, which is that kind of, that's fear, right? That it's a very different space. But it was the first week and the involvement fair came around and I went. And the manager at the time, Jess Finn, was there tabling for the radio station. And I said, well, that actually sounds pretty cool. So I said, all right, what the heck? I'll go to the first meeting and I'll see what it is. And I went to the first meeting, and there Jess told us, that this is a community space. This is where you'll meet like-minded people. And from there, I've really been, that was it for me. I had a show, and I got involved, and by being someone who showed up and said yes and helped out, that's how I've gotten to have the position that I have.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you come to the radio station, 46 Rudin Street. It's right behind the Celentano Dorm, 88.7.
That's
Follow
us.
them on Instagram
Yes.
at 88.7 WNHU. And follow Chatting with Chargers on Instagram and YouTube at Chatting with Chargers. We'll see you and send it back to the studio.
Graduate students at the University of New Haven are encouraged to apply for the Spring Graduate Student Showcase. The scholarship event highlights student research, internships, provostships, and other experiential learning achievements. This showcase will take place April 14th, 2026 at 3:30 in the Alumni Lounge and Annex. Applications will close Sunday, March 1st at 11:59 p.m. with acceptance notifications scheduled for March 10th. Students with questions can contact OGISL at newhaven.edu for additional information. It's that time of the semester to make sure to be on the lookout for your academic progress reports. These alerts will come through Navigate with your professor feedback on your performance and will also be sent to your academic advisors. While some of these reports can be positive, giving students kudos to keep up the good work, many are negative as well. Students may receive academic alerts for never attending classes or a warning of administration withdrawal. They may also receive tutoring alerts that will be sent to help guide them on the right track. Students should remember that if they are struggling, they can always reach out to TASK, the Tutoring and Academic Support Center, to bring those grades up and ease the worries of both themselves and their advisors. As promised, we have next week's food truck rundown right here for you. I didn't think we'd be able to top last week's excitement, but this week, we're looking at 2 new food trucks. I'm sorry, but if you weren't hungry 30 seconds ago, you might be hungry now. Stay with me though, you're in for a treat. Starting off strong on Monday, we have Fork in the Road for lunch and What the Truck for dinner. We know them, we love them, it's looking like a good Monday. Tuesday the 24th, you can expect to see Spuds your way for lunch, and here's where the week already starts to get exciting. Den Boys Grill, a brand new truck, will be coming to campus. I won't pretend to know what to expect, but now I'm really hungry. Moving along to Wednesday, joining us for lunch is Taste of Grill, and for dinner, Ishimaru. Look at that, it's already Thursday, and if you didn't have plans for how to celebrate your Friday Eve, the only option is The Right Way. Did you get it? The Right Way is another brand new food truck coming to campus. How exciting. Silver Sands Pizza will be here for Thursday's dinner, and just like that, you've made it to Friday. I hope you're ready to grub Chargers and see you next week for another incredible food truck lineup.
Thanks, Kristen. Wow, those food trucks look scrumptious.
Right? We should make it sure to get out there. Anyways, we're gonna head to a break, but don't tune out. CBN will be right back with this week's weather forecast.
Welcome back to Charger Bulletin News. Before we get into anything else, let's take a look at this week's weather forecast as seen on weather.com. Keep an eye on Monday and Tuesday as we are looking at some possible snow.
Wow, this is a cloudy week.
You know, Danielle, it is. But how about we get our heads out of the clouds and into some entertainment? Now we're talking. Welcome back to entertainment. I'm Jarek Gorell, and we have some exciting news to keep you in the loop. Let's get into it. This past Valentine's Day, love was in the air for Stranger Things star Maya Hawke, who tied the knot in a surprising New York wedding with singer and musician Christian Lee Hudson. The couple were joined by Hawke's parents, Uma Thurman and Ethan Hawke, as well as many of her Stranger Things castmates. Photos posted show Finn Wolfhard, Gaten Matarazzo, Caleb McLaughlin, joined by Natalia Dyer, Joe Keery, and Charlie Heaton, walking into the ceremony together. So, what are your guys' thoughts? Let us know in the comments below. James Vanderbeek, notable for his roles in Dawson's Creek and Varsity Blues, passed away last week at the age of 48 due to a battle with stage 3 colorectal cancer. Vanderbeek's career launched in the late 1990s as Don Leary. He then continued acting in recent years despite his diagnosis. His family said he met with his final days with courage, faith, and grace, and he is survived by his wife, Kimberly, and their 6 children. In light of his death, fans have created a GoFundMe campaign to raise money in order to support his wife and children. Tributes have poured in across Hollywood, with colleagues remembering him as a dedicated actor, loving father, and a cherished friend. Wuthering Heights smashed its opening weekend, and it was everything the box office needed and more. A wild, steamy romance that topped charts and broke expectations in real time. Emerald Fennell's R-rated take dropped February 13th with Margot Robbie as Catherine and Jacob Elordi as Heathcliff. $80 million budget, surreal visuals, controversial scenes everywhere. Critics and audiences are divided. Some say it is a visual, breathtaking thing. Others say it is an over-the-top version of the classic. Either way, women made up 76% of opening weekend tickets. The buzz was impossible to miss. Robert Duvall, the Oscar-winning icon, died peacefully at his Virginia farm on February 15th, 2026 at 95, surrounded by family as his wife, Lucina, shared. Tributes flooded in immediately, from Godfather's Tom Hagen to Apocalypse Now's Kilgore, Tender Mercies, Lonesome Dove. He was the ultimate character actor. Fans and peers are in mourning at the end of the era for real craftsmen. The outpour was overwhelming. You couldn't miss the posts and clips online. Robert Duvall wasn't just an actor, he was a legend. Rest in peace. We're trying something new here in entertainment. One question dropped every week to students on campus. So what is this week's question? Take it away, Thomas.
Here we are, we're out here on campus today. I'm your host and producer of Chatting with Chargers, Thomas Maynard, and today we're going around to ask the students, if you could be on any reality TV show, which one would you be on and why? Let's see what they had to say.
Which one he would win? He would win Love Island.
Okay.
Yep. No. Yeah, you would. That's my answer.
Okay.
I don't know. A TV show.
No?
No.
You're not going to win Love Island?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I can tell you Spanish shows.
Yeah, go ahead.
Probably, I don't know. You can say it. Pero digo.
Gran Hermano.
Gran Hermano. No. You can say it. Got Talent. I don't know.
I don't even know any reality TV shows. Maybe like Minute to Win It, Survivor. Yeah, Survivor.
Both of you would kill him.
Survivor. I think me and you could be partners in Survivor.
You think so?
And we'd win like.
What about Emilio over here? You don't think he'd be good?
Well, he said me and you would kill it, so I'm gonna agree with him.
Well, what do you have to say about that?
I don't know. I just see you guys both at the gym all the time.
You versus Nick in Survivor. Who wins?
I think me and
I don't
Emilio
know.
are gonna team up and take you down.
There you have it, folks. Nick and Emilio are gonna team up and win Survivor.
I'm pretty good at spelling, so it's not quite a reality show, but like, Wheel of Fortune or what's the one? Yeah, one of those spelling ones, probably would, yeah.
Yeah, I think I could win Family Feud.
Why?
I think, when I watch it with my family, we have my answers are always better than what the other people give, so I think I could win.
And who are you bringing on Family Feud?
My mom, my dad, my sister, and then maybe one of my aunts.
Okay.
Maybe Jeopardy, because I feel like I know weird trivia questions. Because I like Steve Harvey, and I think I would be really great at all of those questions.
It's a good answer.
I don't watch many reality TV. You can't win this, but Wife Swap I would be on.
Mr. Beast Games.
Mr. Beast Games?
Yeah, it's been popular.
I've seen those videos, and I feel like
I would love to do that.
Yeah, that would be good.
That would be lit.
Win like $10 million, dude.
Dude, crazy. It's honestly realistically, you can win.
Yeah, I feel like.
I gotta think. I feel like Wheel of Fortune could be easy. I feel like everyone's like messing up on Wheel of Fortune, but I know my dictionary well. Throw me a Wheel of Fortune. I mean, part of it is like luck, but a lot of it's skill too. So yeah, throw me in there totally.
So I think those are some great answers. We got a wide, diverse selection of shows and different things. A lot of game shows. I could do a game show myself, but with that being said, you can follow Chatting with Chargers on Instagram and YouTube at Chatting with Chargers. Full episodes every Friday at 12 p.m. and daily posts on Instagram.
Wow. Honestly, for myself, I think I'd be great in a show like Beast Games. All right, that's all I got this week in entertainment. Back to you guys at the desk.
On Monday, students gathered peacefully to protest ICE and stand in solidarity with immigrants. To make their voices heard, students made posters and then marched peacefully on the main campus. Christina Perricone, the chapter president of Unbreakable Upsilon, the sorority running this event, weighed in.
Our goal is to spread awareness on the injustices being faced on our communities. Right now, there are many families being separated, students not being able to go to school and things like that because of ICE. Families are being torn apart, and these injustices should not be happening, and it is our job to speak out for people who cannot speak for themselves. We are spreading awareness by raising our signs, raising our voices, just drawing attention to things that are trying to be pushed aside in the media.
Students showed up as early as 9 a.m. to make posters in Bartel's Fireplace Lounge. The march began at 2 as students made their way around the entire campus, spreading their message, before returning to Bartel's. Nikki Rosario, the president of the Latin American Student Association, says that this is a message of love and not hate.
So this event was a protest against ICE and against everything that's been happening with the deportations all over the country, and it's just to spread the message that love goes over hate and we should not be treating people this way. We are all human, and I think it's important that we stand together to stand for what's right.
We will come right back. We are going to talk with sports with Leah, so stay tuned. CBN will be right back after this short break. Welcome back to Charger Bulletin News.
Hey Leah, how are those Chargers this week?
Well, Danielle, spring sports are starting up and we are excited. By the way, thanks for getting that post-game interview. Let's take it over to see what's new in Charger sports. On Thursday, men's basketball went toe-to-toe with Stonehill College and came out on top with a final score of 64-51. Junior guard Debris Fitzpatrick led all scorers with 29 points. Freshman Tashawn Steele added 7 points and 8 rebounds. After the game, he spoke to CBN reporter Danielle Jastrab about the team's performance.
I mean, it was a hard-fought win. We knew that we would have to play as hard as we could and just give ourselves a chance to win, and that's what we did.
Yeah, it was a really pleasure watching you guys compete like that. How did the team stay focused after such a big win?
I mean, basketball wins come, so we just really had to turn the page quick. It was a big win, but we knew we had another one coming up, another hard one. We played them earlier in the season. We knew they would try to get one back at us in our home gym, so we couldn't let that happen. We just played as hard as we could and got it done.
The Chargers will try to string 3 wins in a row when they travel to Fairleigh Dickinson University on Saturday. Women's basketball also faced tough competition away against Stonehill. Taking a loss of 62-58, it was a strong performance from both Addison Solikowski, who raked in 18 points, and Anaya McDonald-Perry, who tallied her 10th double-double of the season with 11 points and 10 rebounds. Saturday, the ladies will host Fairleigh Dickinson University at 1 o'clock. The Chargers spring season is officially underway. On Wednesday, women's lacrosse kicked off their Division I appearance in a game against Sacred Heart University right here at Kathy Zolad Stadium. Newhaven proved how much they belong in this division with a 10-7 win over the Sharks. Sophia Minion started the game off strong with the first goal of the season. She then continued to score 2 more goals alongside her teammate Summer Castiglione, who also finished the game with a hat trick. Women's golf and men's baseball made their season debuts as of this production. Women's golf are in Pawleys Island, South Carolina. Baseball begins their 50-game season in Florida as they take on the Missouri Tigers for a 3-game set. Afterwards, the Chargers will travel to Fort Worth, Texas for another 3-game series against 6-time College World Series participants TCU. We can't wait to see what these teams have in store for us. This was a fantastic week for the United States at the Winter Olympics in Italy. American figure skater Alyssa Liu, speed skater Jordan Stoltz, and downhill alpine skier Breezy Johnson were key gold medalists for the United States. At just 20 years old, Alyssa Liu made history at the Olympics. Winning gold in her free skate is the first time an American has won that event in 24 years. In the women's hockey gold medal match, it came down to overtime between Canada and USA. The Americans trailed 1-0 for the majority of the game until Hillary Knight tied it up with a little over 2 minutes remaining in regulation. Then, in the 3-on-3 overtime period, it was Megan Keller who tucked away the gold medal winning goal for the United States. An incredible week for the United States of America. Now back to the desk.
University President Jens Frederickson is making headlines after being named top 5 to watch by the Hartford Business Journal. The top 5 to watch list identifies local leaders that are expected to do great things in the year to come. Some initiatives President Frederickson has been working on include the opening of a new Center for Innovation and Applied Technologies, launching a satellite branch in Saudi Arabia, and a business school building on campus, with also continuing to upgrade the athletic center. In December, Charger Bulletin News sat down with President Frederickson and talked about how funding will play a key role in future expansion.
Like most other things, it's contingent upon funding, right? Because we've been very, very thoughtful in our growth that it's all been contingent upon outside funding, including the business school, which will go right across the street. It will all be donor funded, and part of that challenge is that it's identifying the donors, and obviously we've done pretty well already, and now we're also seeking some state and some federal funding for it.
In his interview with the Hartford Business Journal, President Frederickson said his end goal is to give students a real-world experience, which will make them more appealing to future employers. You can read the full article on Hartford Business Journal website or find it on the university website.
Civil rights activist and politician Reverend Jesse Jackson passed away on Tuesday, February 17th at the age of 84. Jackson played a pivotal role during the civil rights movement with Martin Luther King Jr. He ran for president twice during the 1980s and founded the Rainbow Push Coalition, which advocated for human rights. Jackson was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease in 2017 and was hospitalized in November with a rare neurodegenerative condition. According to his family, Jackson died peacefully in his Chicago home, but did not give a cause. Funeral services are set to begin this week.
Well, that's all we have for this week.
If you have a story idea, email us at chargerbulletinnews@newhaven.edu.
Stay up to date and get access to new content by following us on social media at Charger Bulletin.
Be sure to check out the latest edition of the Charger Bulletin newspaper, currently in stands around campus.
Thanks for joining us. I'm Sweeten Patterson.
And I'm Danielle Jastrab. We'll see you next week with another episode of Charger Bulletin News.